Hello guys, this is Red from Red's Third Dimension Gaming, and today I'm bringing you a review on Ray Gigant. Please forgive me if I'm saying the name wrong. I was thinking Gigant, but Gigant sounds a little more accurate, and the game is entirely in Japanese with English subs, so I'm not exactly sure of how I'm supposed to say the name. A new dungeon crawler RPG which combines both the visual novel and dungeon plundering styles has hit the PlayStation Store for North America and Europe on May 3rd, 2016. Ray Gigant creates a compelling tale through 3 total stories. This new Bandai Namco and Experience crawler introduces players to a fun turn-based style of gameplay along with rhythmic attacks. Ray Gigant takes place in future 2000XX, where Earth's largest cities are being forced out of existence by giant monsters from space, known as the Gigant. Our protagonists, and please forgive me for any mispronunciations, these are kind of hard names to say. Ichiya Amakaze has a mysterious power called the Yorigami, and this helps him to actually defeat the Gigants. Soon after defeating the Gigants, Amakaze loses control of his power and destroys the city he was trying to protect. Losing consciousness, Amakaze is detained and taken to a safe location. In this new location, Amakaze meets a few new characters and is used for his unique ability to kill Gigants. This is where your story unfolds and will start. Ray Gigant is quite intriguing and makes good use of each character that you meet. The progression is well worked and I generally liked most characters. I also decided to choose the answers that would potentially have me flirting with every female in the game. Even though some of them didn't like it, it's still fun to see how the story will play out with you choosing that option. While in school, players can explore a few areas before going off to battle. Each area is very self-explanatory, so I'll briefly describe each one. The classroom is where you'll sometimes have events occur. In the living room, a player can save, change settings, and events can occur here too. The cafeteria is where your player will need to go if he is hungry, and certain events take place here as well. The roof is your exit point. There is also another area, but I'm not going to describe that and let you guys find out when you play the game. During dungeon gameplay, players will maneuver their way through the usually easy dungeons and have to battle the monster-infested areas. I say that usually because most of the dungeons aren't that bad, especially if you grind. If you grind, you have no problem. In combat, parties consist of 3 characters at a time, and each has their own unique abilities. It is a turn-based system, so players will take turns attacking with the enemy. Players will be able to use Wait, which is used to charge your AP, Guard, used to block enemy attack, and Slash Beat system, which is known as SBM. This attack is unleashing your ultimate attack, and you use a rhythmic button pressing minigame to create a wave of attacks to defeat enemies in Gigant. The combat is fun, but can be annoying at times because of not having enough AP. As long as you play it smart and not go into the final boss of a dungeon with no AP, then you should be fine. If you go in there and have less than half your AP is essential in this game. That is how you attack. If you don't have it, then you're screwed. Grinding for AP and items and making use of save spots will be your best ally in this game. I've seen someone else say that it was really hard, but it's really not that bad if you play it smart. Maybe playing the Japanese version of the game, it doesn't explain things as well if you don't understand Japanese at all, and that could be the reason why you thought it was so hard. I didn't think it was that bad. I actually thought it was quite fun, and it's not super easy, it's not super hard, it's kind of in between. So it's not an extremely hard dungeon crawler, but it's not a super easy one either, as long as you're playing it smart. If you have no idea how to play a proper dungeon crawler, then you might be confused by this game, but it does at the beginning of the game take you through the steps to get better. You can also leave a dungeon and go back, but then all the monsters respawn, and I think when you save the game, towards the end of a dungeon area, there'll be a save spot. It'll reset all the monsters in there, so you can go back and refight them for AP that you might need for the final boss. Ray Gigant also includes an easy and useful skill tree system. Players can customize character attacks, HP, and much more in order to make fighting monsters easier. Depending on how many of a certain item that you pick up during battle and through treasure chests, you'll be able to upgrade abilities and skills. Players can also unlock new skills within this menu. And there is also a unique little thing that I won't have in the written review. I just wanted to mention it real quick. There comes a time where you can go certain pathways, which one will have a red enemy, which is really hard, or a blue enemy, which is easier. And basically what this does is the red enemy takes more AP per turn, so you could essentially be in bad shape unless you heal and you have to use weight. Then you can be okay, but these monsters are harder because of that. And the easier route, you have less AP per turn to use up, so it makes it easier because you don't have to use as much per turn. And this is only a really hard choice unless you want to do both like I did. I just ended up fighting the hard one, then the easy one. Or if there's a treasure chest and there's a hard enemy right in front of it, you can literally skip right over them. But I actually went and tried to fight them, or I got enough AP and then I tried to fight them. So there's a little bit of choice there, and there's also choices in the way you respond back to other characters. Finally, the graphics in Ray Gigant definitely have their moments. Scenes look gorgeous and vivid. Some of the characters' faces in this game look like an indie developer or a new game maker created it, but it's definitely manageable since the story and gameplay are so good. I only had a problem with this. It doesn't look like a Namco Bandai type of game with their faces at least, but it's okay. It looks good overall. During dungeon crawling, the dungeons themselves look bland and tasteless. That is one of the only things I can say that would be bad about the game. They don't look that good. The enemies and protagonists during battle look tremendous and really detailed. If you look at the enemies, there'll be so many things drawn out on them. There's a lot of detail that goes into each and every enemy, and even your character during battle looks really good. Overall, I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Ray Gigant is a fun experience. It has a fascinating story, extremely fun gameplay, and an easy to learn skill tree system. If you'd like to buy the game and help support my channel, I have a link down below that you can go to Amazon and buy a PSN card, since this game is only available digitally in North America and Europe. If you'd like to read the full written review instead of listening to me talk, you can go down to the link in the description below to get to my blog. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget the thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe. Let's get this video to 100 likes. And I will not be doing any more gameplay. I have 2 gameplays up. I'm not making anything on them, so if you could use the PSN link, that would help me tremendously, since I won't be making any money on some of the videos because Namco Bandai decided to claim it, but they said they were going to take it off. But it's been like 2 to 3 weeks since I did my gameplay videos, so whatever. I'm still reviewing it because I thought it was a fun game, and you deserve to know the truth about the game and not, oh, I hate it because they gave me a copyright. Nope, I'm not going to be biased because of that. Thank you guys for watching. See you.
お前ら女子だって食い物にはけだものじゃねえかよ。
そっか、気をつけるね。でも平気、いざとなればお兄ちゃんがいるし。
お兄ちゃん？
うん、千葉ちゃんは和臣の妹だからさ。
そもそもその和臣くんを知らんわ。
え？なんで知らないのよ。
僕まだここに来たばっかなんですけど。
何か食べたいものがあったら言ってね。私頑張って作り